Saint Laurent. Hey, got me when it's cool. Keep one, move. You my little baby boo. I love you like my favorite color blue. Girl, real spill, yeah.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you very much, Larry. We are about 15 miles west of downtown Phoenix at University of Phoenix Stadium here in Glendale. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Arizona Cardinals. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. First down, Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. Second down following the incompletion. Prescott to throw it. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Prescott from the gun. Being chased out left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Bennett, he's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Taylor Gabriel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned to get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. They go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. For Ezekiel Elliott. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
They go play action with Wilson. And got a man. It's Woods. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And running with power here. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Here's Elliott. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. 3rd and long, it's Wilson. A deep ball for Dotson. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Josh Dotson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That
guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he takes it down deep into Arizona territory. And that one results in 35 yards.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Prescott now on 2nd down. And pressure gets to him again. Daquan Jones. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and long for Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was polished off by a Giants touchdown. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The numbers for Zeke from last week: 18 carries, 76 yards.
And they've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson.
This is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes, and when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Now he's flushed out right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get there.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. A second down throw for Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Michael Bennett in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. The swing pass caught. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Now Prescott on 4th down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And this Cardinal defense comes up with a goal line stand. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
They'll run with Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So he rips off a great run and shows you why this year he's top 10 in rushing in the league.
And looks like he's trying to move up fast on the leaderboard, doesn't he? Top 10, looks like he's running to get into the top 5.
Now Wilson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
On second down, Elliott. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. In a 3-4 defense there and against the run, a lot of responsibility can fall on that nose tackle.
A ton of responsibility, no pun intended, because they've got to deal with not just the center, both guards, and a lot of times they have to eat up double teams in order to let the rest of the guys get to the football. But how about that play? He not only did he eat up the double team, he ate up the ball carrier as well.
I was going to say, talking about puns, you said eat up the double team. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the 1st down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Offense.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll try again with Howard. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Jalen Strong. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
All right, partner, let's go to cliche time. We're all back to even after that score tied the game.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23. And New York set to take the field. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Going deep here for Parker. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And give him a gain of 37.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and that'll bring up second down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. It's caught left side by Cooks. A minute 57 to go in this first half. More from the desert after this. A reminder with halftime approaching, when we get there, we'll ship you off to Orlando. Larry Ridley will have first half highlights and analysis.
And I hope he's iced down his throat because he's got a lot to get through because we've had no shortage of points scored in the first half.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. At his current pace, sure looks well in line for a 1,000-yard season, but some of the older folks watching that remember the 12-game seasons in the NFL probably say, man, it was a lot harder to do that back then.
Yeah, even the 14-game seasons. And, you know, when we talk to those veteran runners, some of those guys who wear gold jackets, right, and appear in Canton, they look at this and go, you know, it's kind of like going to school and taking 5 years to get your degree instead of just 4.
A victory lap. Now, they also used to walk uphill to school both ways. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Here's Prescott. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And Blake has it over the middle. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Now Wilson on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Woods. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Now Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and this shows on the scoreboard.
Wilson out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And the Giant rush gets home as down he goes.
I'm I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on a tired game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Brandon Cooks. As the first half is winding down, and the Giants add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back up. Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Duke Riley able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Wilson throwing on 3rd and long. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on 3rd and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you evolved. Yeah. You know, you learned how to play it the Madden way.
Take it at the 37. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Let's see what our player spotlight feature has in store with Dak Prescott. He's been pretty good when he's had time. The issue is, as we see here, a lot of time. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 2nd down, Prescott. That's complete to Cooks. 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Brandon Cooks with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Solomon Thomas in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Throwing is Wilson. He's got the completion to Strong. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
They go to Elliott again. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cardinals on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Wilson. Complete, he finds Bray. Give him 35 yards there on the third down conversion. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did. I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Play action. Now Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I think a Cardinal was able to gain possession, yes, so they will hold on to the ball. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the shotgun, Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. It's a 1st down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on.
in order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And we have seen a decline in the numbers. Where does the fault lie? Just him? Maybe the guys up front? Combination?
Well, as you and I both know, it's almost always a collective deal. But in this case, I think maybe the offensive line got a little overconfident. They had blocked so well in the first half, picked up on what the defense was doing. I think we've seen an adjustment now that they have not picked up on, and now they're being a little bit overwhelmed.
Make it now 3 tackles for a loss in this game, 1 for each quarter.
And for a guy who played defense in college, I can just tell you that he's feeling very satisfied right now by what he's doing, but he's elated because he knows what he's doing is helping his team win the game right now, making some big-time plays, getting into the offense's backfield and spilling everything.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Wilson. And Brake, the tight end's got it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. Oh, he's taken down here by his face mask by the looks of it. And a penalty flag is going to give a much better starting position.
Personal foul, face mask, defense.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you.
Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. 1st down, Prescott. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Prescott. The swing pass caught. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Devontae Parker, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have got it on cruise control.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that playing people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
5 yards left for the offense. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 15 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. It's brought in by Dodson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now Wilson on first down. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Wilson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been outplayed all game long. But, hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity presents itself.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a...
This is caught inside the 15. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Quite the turnaround from a week ago where he threw 4 interceptions. He hasn't had an interception this game, and he told us during the week, my goal, goose egg. He's achieving that so far.
And what we're seeing is a guy that you can win with, all right? Because anyone who can make that type of an adjustment to shake off a really horrendous week the week before and come back and play mistake-free football to this point, yeah, that's a guy I want to play with, that's for sure.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. A 2nd down throw for Prescott. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No.
After review of the play,
Prater on to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it was finished off by a touchdown by the New York Giants. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone, and they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting off field, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
On first down, Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On second down, Wilson. Strong grabs it over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Completes it right side to Dodson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Wilson will throw again. Gets it to Strong. And that's a big collision. He's knocked backward as they will mark him down right near the 27. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Drops it underneath to Elliott. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this down to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine, and I hate that.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field stands.
The offense operating inside the 10 at the 8 here. It's 1st and goal. They go play action here on 1st down. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
So take away the touchdown. It's kind of been one of those games for these guys.
I think it's safe to say that that type of a play just added to their misery, right?
To throw again is Wilson. A dump off to Elliott. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Play action. It's Wilson. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by who else? The former Cardinal, Patrick Peterson.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Well, Prescott here to throw. Going up top. And got his man complete. It's a big-time play there for the G-Man. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A 1st down throw for Prescott. And this is taken in at the 5. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Finding room to the 20. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. From the red zone now, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if to call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep
I stay myself, I never change, yeah, yeah, yeah.